Welcome to the Wonder How To 4-Minute Harajuku Makeover. I'm here with celebrity stylist Damon Hamilton. How are you, Damon?
Hi, how's it going?
It's great. Now you start with the purple eyeshadow, right?
Yes. What I'm doing is pressing the eyeshadow on, which eliminates all the excess powder from dropping onto her cheek.
It looks like you're sort of cat-eyeing, like sort of bringing it to a point at the edge of her eye.
I am defining, I'm putting the contouring in right now because Asians tend to have a flatter lid and I want to bring some dimension into her eye, so I've basically contoured.
Now what are you doing with this gold? That's a beautiful color of gold. How is that so reflective?
I don't know, ask Ben Nye, but what I'm doing is the opposite. I'm actually highlighting the larger part of her lid, and I'm actually going right over her eyebrows.
Yeah, that's fascinating.
Yeah, there's really no rules to makeup. It's just sort of do whatever you want, and if people like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. But it's not really for them, it's for us.
What about this rose color you're using on the edges there, right underneath the gold?
Just sort of adding some more dimension. I sort of start out with a color. I pick a color and then I'll go stay in the same tones, and I'll either go lighter or darker, just for some more accent.
The application you're using for this blue underneath the eyes, it seems like you're sort of starting at the lash and going down.
I took an angle sash brush, I loaded the brush with color, and I go right up into the lash line, and I press along the line. It gives me a more defined line. I might pull down a little bit from the lash just to give it a little more smoky look or widen the line.
What about this green?
The chartreuse is a highlight color. I needed something more on there to pop her eyes out, so I chose that.
Is it difficult to put on these fake eyelashes?
It is if you don't know what you're doing, but it took me a little while to figure out how to do it.
And if you want to see how to apply false eyelashes, you can watch one of Damon's other videos at wonderhow2.com.
What I've done is placed a small amount of glue along. You don't want to use too much, it gets messy.
Yeah, you did use a little bit too much there, so.
And it's okay, if you use too much glue, your eyes might stick together, but you could just pull it apart. It's just latex. If you're allergic to latex, make sure you pick the right glue.
Is there anything we should know about the blush?
Have her smile so you can see the apple of her cheeks. Put a little color on the apple of her cheeks, and depending on the shape of her face, angle the color to give her a little more angle to her face.
What about the cross that you just did on her lip?
That is a starting point for me to define her lips. It's called the Cupid's bow, and I'll do an X right over the Cupid's bow and then connect the lines.
It looks like
connect the dots.
It looks like you worked your way out from the center of the Cupid's bow X there. And why are you using such a dark outline?
I wanted to bring some dimension to her lips, so I started with a dark color on the outside and then stuck with the same tone and a little lighter on the inside and blended them together. Then I go over with a high gloss to make them pop even more, and then you'll notice
that high gloss almost looks like water.
That high gloss really does look like water, doesn't it?
And then what's this?
This is just a little highlight, and I've pulled the color from her eye into her lip, sort of bring the painting together, if you will. And now I'm applying a little mascara to highlight the lashes a little more. I've bent the shape of the mascara wand just to have a little more control. If you get a little mascara on, just wipe it off with a Q-tip.
And what about her hair here?
Have them flip their hair upside down, spray a little hairspray. It gives a little volume. It can be messy. Put a hat on and go.
Wow, look at the difference.
So you can see the transition she went through from start to finish. And that is your Wonder How To Harajuku makeover.
I'd like to thank my guest, Damon Hamilton, world famous makeup artist. You can find all of his videos at wonderhow2.com. And thanks for coming in, and thanks
for having me, Ford.
Wonder how to